Stephen Ross, the developer of such real estate projects as the Time Warner Center, also the owner of the Miami Dolphins, well, now he's interested in Formula One racing. RSC Ventures is teaming with Qatar Sports Investments to acquire a stake in Formula One from the current owner, CVC Capital Partners. The price for about 35% could be between $7 and $8 billion. Bloomberg's Betty Liu, my co-host, is also joining me now. And Betty, what would this purchase mean then for Formula One?
It would mean that we might see a pretty big presence here in the U.S. market, right? Look, Steve Ross, you know this man himself, right?
Related properties.
Related, exactly. You know, this guy goes big or he goes home, right? So the Time Warner Center, the Hudson Yards he's developing here in New York City, as you mentioned, Miami Dolphins, he just signed, and I'm going to get this guy's name pronounced correctly, Ndamukong Suh.
Very good.
Signed him for a $114 million contract because the Miami Dolphins, under his ownership, has yet to win the Super Bowl, and Steve Ross wants to make sure that this season they may get that ring, right? Well, the same thing with F1. You know, I'd been hearing rumblings as well that someone was going, that, you know, we knew it was up for bid, right? We knew that when the IPO...
CVC wanted out.
Exactly. The IPO got scrapped, and we knew that the only person who is in the way of F1 being sold is Bernie Ecclestone himself. So it seems like this is by far the most serious contender we have to buy this $8 billion stake from CVC. Some are speculating that what Steve Ross would like to do is to bring F1 here to the U.S. market. He's renovating the Sun Life Stadium in Miami, $350 million. Pim, might he bring the race over to Miami and you know, put the two together and say, hey, you know, let's bring F1 here?
Well, have to see if maybe you get Bernie Ecclestone on board, even though he would end up having more or less to sell his stake along with the CVC stake.
Exactly.
And there's been this confrontation between the guys who run CVC and Bernie Ecclestone. They wanted to bring someone in from the outside. Apparently they did. They had a dinner meeting with Ecclestone, and Ecclestone basically said, take a hike, and so they're moving on.
And I've heard several stories. We may be hearing the same stories that, you know, Ecclestone is
Formula One to many people.
He is Formula One, and he's a very unique character,
to say the least.
Someone had said to me that they had gotten so close as to this firm handshake, they were gonna buy it, and then suddenly Bernie Ecclestone was MIA. I mean, it's, you know, the only person who stands in the way is this guy. So in any case, it would be exciting to see if Steve Ross would
you go to Formula One?
I've never been, but you know, I could.
They'd give you the ear protectors, right? You'd be fine.
Hey, you know what? You want to take me to a race? I'm up for it.
All right. Well.